Already?
Let's go.
I'm ready. We already on. We already on.
Okay, you the one that's playing.
Sure. I'm on.
Hey,
And
no,
they watching.
hey,
Go
y'all,
ahead. Introduce us.
Listen, what's going on? How y'all doing? It's a beautiful day. This is Lavish and Coco, and we hanging out. I'm Coco, and I'm hanging out with the extravagant Mr. Lavish. Y'all know him. And the name Lavish is so befitting. I don't know if that's his government name, but whoever named him Lavish did a great thing. How you doing today, sir?
I'm doing good, Coco. How about yourself?
I'm doing wonderful. Now he done went from his Uncle Daddy voice to you want to dance with me. He done went to the you want to dance with me voice.
Yeah, we in here, man. Lavish and Coco. She don't understand it, right? I'm here. I got her here. This is part of the plan and the setup because I'm looking for her to become my next co-host for my daytime podcast, my all-around podcast. So I want y'all to chime in and tell everybody, or should I say everybody, let them know we need Coco. Okay. We need you, Coco. We need you, Coco. Lavish and Coco. It sound good. Lavish and Coco.
Lavish, let me say this.
What's up, Coco?
And I love you.
I know it.
I love you like a fat kid love cake. Let me say a couple things to all my amazing people. Listen, I love y'all so much, but it's a few things that got to be in place.
Lavish and Coco.
And the first thing is it has to make sense financially.
We doing it for the people.
Listen, let me tell you something. I hear you.
Doing it for the people. We're doing it for the culture.
Guess what? Listen, everybody that say they doing it for the culture getting a check. Everybody that's doing it for the people getting a check. And the reason I say that is because as people of color sometimes we don't understand that our intellectual property has a value. And spiritually we have a gift.
That's right.
And our intellectual property has a value. We learned that in the pandemic, where people that have been in their profession for years were able to take that to another level and do Zoom and do classes or whatever and monetize all that. The world never thought that it would be so many people starting businesses in the pandemic. One young lady, and I follow her, she literally went from being homeless, sleeping in her car, to making literally 6 figures a month. Okay. So I love you, and I love media, and I love entertainment, and I love all that. But I cannot do it for the culture because the culture ain't finna help me with DTE. And there are things, let me say this, there are things and times that I just donate my times and services for the culture. But this ain't that time. No, sir. Like right now, for real, I'm vehicularly challenged. I need a vehicle. I had a older truck that I bought, got it brand new, and I kept saying, I'm going to trade in, I'm going to trade in, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this. And I did not, but I need a vehicle now. And here's the crazy part. Let me tell you how the people are. I got to say this right. I need a vehicle, and I got somebody that got a B car lot. They sell used cars all the time. I stepped to them. Because people always say, if you need anything, let me know.
Yeah, call me. I got you.
That's a lie.
It's a lie. What happened when you stepped to him, when you needed something? What happened?
I said, listen, we kind of stepped to each other around the same time. I said, listen, let's do this. I'll push the numbers to your lot.
Okay.
And for every car you sell, you can give me X amount of dollars. So if you sell vehicles like Scat Packs and Chargers and stuff like that, I gave them a number to give me monthly. And then if you sell other stuff, I gave them a number monthly, right? And I said, with that, let me drive one of your vehicles. Now, I'm 1,000 years old. I didn't have my license. I didn't have driver's license over 40 years. I don't even have no points on my license, for real. I got my driver's license when I was 16. I said, let me drive one of your vehicles. Put a door magnet on it, right?
To advertise.
Yes.
Okay.
So that meant everywhere I went, they gonna see your company logo. So for instance, if I'm driving a truck and it got Lavish Towing on it and it got all your social media information, people gonna see that.
They gonna see it.
It got a QR code. All you gotta do is aim your phone at the QR code, scan it, and it's in your phone. That brother ain't got back to me yet. And then, wait. And then when I saw him, he was like, Auntie, listen, man, this been happening, that's been happening. I said, you wasn't serious.
Because if you were serious, you would have found a way, made this happen.
But he make everything else happen. So,
Oh, man.
he got all the jury. He got all the jury and all the stuff. So I get it. So I don't expect everybody to be in a place that they say they in. And sometimes people say stuff because it's a conversation and it sounds good.
A complete waste
Is that
of time,
me
though.
making a swooshy noise?
No, I don't hear nothing. That's all in your head.
No, I hear shh. Okay, let's go.
Shh, I don't hear shit.
Okay, well then maybe.
I don't hear nothing. So Coco, listen, check this out, man. Everybody that's watching, let them know
Where
about
they
you.
at? I don't see nobody.
They watching. They up there. You just can't see over there.
I can't see over there.
The finances didn't make sense right now in the budget to get you a screen.
Do y'all see what's going on?
It don't make sense in the budget. As she was talking about the budget, if we had the right budget and the money was
I would
right,
have my
Coco,
own
you'll have
screen.
your own screen. But right now, you don't have your screen. So just
And how many cameras you got in here? You could film a hood coming to Detroit Part 4 in here.
you know.
And you gotta laugh yourself. Listen.
I like to make sure I got enough. I'm equipped with what I need.
Well, I don't know about your equipment, but I know about these cameras. So listen. Yeah, you could do a whole thing in here.
What can we do in here? What can go on in front of these cameras?
What we doing right now? Okay, so listen. You know you're on the clock, right?
We on the clock. We got the clock running.
I got you. I got the clock running.
We got the clock running. I want to reset that thing in a minute.
No, you're not. Don't reach over here.
Yeah, I want to reset that thing. So
Oh,
Coco,
dang, let
listen.
me get my knife. You know, I
we
keep a knife.
we gonna reset that, man.
No, we not.
Yeah, it's not in the budget.
He
Somebody
ain't-
said it.
listen,
Yeah, it's not in the budget. Not for her.
He ain't even put, old men to put a 50 on the table. Back in the day, they put a dub on the table as incentive. He ain't even pulling that out. And then I said, is it somewhere that sell coffee near you? You know what he said? I don't really drink coffee.
Yeah, I don't really
didn't
drink
ask you
coffee. I thought she was trying to take me out to give me a morning coffee before the podcast.
No.
Thought you was being considerate, like a great friend should.
But I'm your guest, so you should have had the accommodations for your guests.
Listen, let me tell you, when I was a kid and we used to have guests come by the house, they used to come by the house with gifts and a token. So I thought my guest was gonna come with me morning coffee or a morning drink.
That's a totally different thing.
I'm just asking.
When our parents, and I'm older than you, when our parents friends showed up with the brown paper bag and
they had a gift. They had a
toy
toy.
and a barbecue sauce from the barbecue place with 82 slices of bread on it and all that. That was that generation.
So now we got to switch the generations.
No,
it's only fitting for certain things.
If somebody come to my house, I'm not if I invite you to come partake of some event in my house and you're just one individual.
Yeah.
Then no, I just wanted some coffee. I wasn't trying to come and steal no chairs out this room.
Yeah, but you want to steal something else.
Come on, Lavish, what we talking about? Because you got
you want to steal something else out of this room.
52 minutes.
Listen, check this out. The viewers, this for the culture, coach. This for the culture, Coco.
Old
people, for the culture.
Old people just start saying this for the culture. Culture used to be the name on buttermilk. Isn't it? The cultured buttermilk or cultured yogurt.
It's for the culture. It's for the culture.
The culture gonna watch me get up and walk out like all them angry rappers be doing. I'm just gonna sit the headphones down.
They just sit the headphone down and turn off.
Yep, and just
and
walk
right out.
Yep. Yeah.
So listen, we just seen comedian turned actor.
No, I'm trying to get situated. Come on, let's go.
No, that was it. Comedian turned actor. Talk about the movie that you was just in.
Oh, the movie Red
with
Flags.
KDZ. Yeah.
I was in a movie called Red Flags, it mentioned all the red flags. I think people ignore red flags. We don't pay attention to red flags. We don't pay attention to red flags in everything. And then by the time we really start looking at the red flags, it's the whole situation. So the movie was a great movie. I appreciated KDZ and all that stuff and having me in the movie. I shot another movie last year called Fake Friends.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of, a lot of stuff is going on in the world. So I did Fake Friends, and then I shot this movie with KDZ called Red Flags, and then I'm also working coming up in a couple weeks on another movie. So I got to stay busy, reinvent myself, constantly on the move, because it's therapeutic. But let's talk about these red flags.
Yeah, let's talk about the red flags.
We ignore red flags.
Okay.
People ignore red flags, and then by the time you look at them, it's too late. By the time you figure out, ladies, he really broke.
So the first red flag is that why does it have to be that the man is broke? Out of all the red flags that it could have been, ladies, he's really broke.
So let me say,
let's talk about it. Is it about money?
No, let me say what broke is.
Okay, what's broke?
Let me tell you what broke is. Broke ain't always finance.
Okay.
You could be broken. Your spirit could be broken. You could be defeated. You could be a person that's broken and have a pocket full of money. Let's be real clear. Why do men always think we talking about y'all money? Like, I ain't got my nails done till you show up. Like, I didn't get my hair done till you showed up. On the contrary, sir, broken, if you broke,
all right,
for me, your spirit is broken. You defeated. You haven't healed. You in a current state of chaos and dysfunction. Everything is, I can't have a present conversation with you because everything goes back to, yeah, because when I was with my baby mama, she used to do so and so. When I was in the 3rd grade, this boy named Del Quan used to do so and so. Yep, I was hanging out with my boy. Everything about them is broken because their spirit is broken. Their soul is broken. Who they are is broken. No healing has occurred in their life.
Okay.
So when I say broke, I can get money. You don't want to know my stories about I can get money. You don't want to know that. Don't look like that. You don't want to know that.
I want to know.
No, you don't.
I want to know how you was getting that. How you was getting that money.
Then I'd have to tell you some of the folks that I dealt with. But let's be clear. You change your life. When you change your life, you change how you live. Money always on the floor. It's just that you kind of
pick and choose how you want to move.
You kind of switch up.
Good money versus bad money.
And sometimes
is it worth it?
Sometimes it ain't bad money. It's just you don't want to deal with the person or the people involved to get this money. Okay. Like I'm working on some stuff in terms of my comedy career, whatever, and it's some things that I've learned. Okay, you got to get this money and you got to work and you got to bring a great product. But it's just certain words that I don't like to hear people say they chasing money, because anything that you chasing means you already started in a deficit. A police chase, the criminal is always ahead of the police, right? They being led in a high-speed chase. I'm chasing the bag. So that means you behind the bag. I'm chasing this woman. That means you behind the woman. You enter into a situation at a disadvantage. I know I went real deep.
No, keep preaching. Keep preaching. I mean, we want to hear it.
It's like we speak stuff, and I believe life and death is in the power of the tongue.
Okay.
And we speak stuff over ourselves, and we're not really aware of the seed we planted. Women will talk better about a man they've been knowing for 2 weeks than about a child they've been knowing for 20 years, and the child is there. So you won't let your child use your car to go to a job interview, but you let this man that you met use your car to drop you off, and every time he bring it back, it smell like reefer, liquor.
Mm-hmm.
His man's in the front seat. His man done let the seat all the way down like he finna get a tooth pulled. He done let...
Listen, we preach.
Yeah. And you know it, because that's why you laughing, because you didn't say it.
Listen, I see it, but why do you think women do that?
Self-esteem. Self-esteem.
No, I mean, because we see it. I see it a lot. Guy come in the picture, and I seen, and not just women, men too, depending on the person that comes in, and they transform to a whole different individual.
Self-esteem.
for that person.
We do a lot of things that we do based on our level of self-esteem and confidence.
Okay.
If you ever see a couple and according to society standards, one of the people in the relationship may seem extremely attractive. Like you ever see a woman, and I know we used to work out together. So you see a woman come in the gym and she may be extremely attractive or whatever, and she come in the gym and the guys look and the women look like, damn, she okay.
Yeah.
And then later on you see her dude and you thinking, he look like a little, what they doing together? His self-esteem matches what we see in her. And she knows that. So she's attracted to his confidence, how he approached her. So she don't see nothing but that confident man. So when you have low self-esteem, you do things and you surround yourself with things and people and situations to make you feel better.
Okay.
And it's only a Band-Aid. So it'll last for a minute, and then you kind of go back to feeling the way you felt before. So sometimes you keep, it's like self-medicating. Sometimes you keep, because you want to stay high. So you do this and you do that or whatever. And it's only so much of that you could do. And we see it a lot. You see it?
Every day.
Yeah.
Every day. Every day.
You see it? I was in Chicago recently, and was with one of my comedian buddies, and we was on our way. We had some food. We was on our way back to the hotel, and I wanted a soda. And we pulled up at this gas station.
You wanted a who?
Soda. Drink.
A soda? Okay, pop. Okay.
Yeah, soda.
Okay.
Soda, drink,
Pop.
Depending on where you at.
Pop.
Yeah.
You from Detroit, right? You from Michigan.
Yeah,
Highland Park, right?
I travel a lot.
Okay, we're going to say
so
pop.
So down south it's called a cold drink. And New Orleans is called a cold drink.
Cold drink. Well, we going to say pop.
And
we in Detroit.
And on the East Coast, in some places, it's called a soda. So I wanted a soda.
Pop.
Okay. And we pulled up at this gas station, and the first thing I noticed was the car at the gas station. Really nice car. Nice custom paint job and everything. But my eyes are always on a swivel, so I noticed that. Then I noticed the cat that was pacing on the phone. Then I started seeing all these people climbing out this vehicle. And when I tell you it was a whole movie going on, it looked like Love and Hip Hop 2.0. Because she jumped out, and they was going back and forth. And she was like, get out the car. And she had the hands and stuff going. And I'm just sitting there looking like, let me get my stuff and go about my business. My spidey senses was like, oh, about your business. But we do stuff based on what's in our environment and our level of self-esteem and where we comfortable. It's things that I hear people say, like I've heard people that are now kind of, they know they famous, say they not gonna never change their smile. They gonna keep their teeth the way they are. And then later on I see them, I'm like, damn, okay. They're like, yeah, sis, I had to go and do it. I couldn't be in the movies and stuff with my, absolutely. But they were comfortable with that. And when we comfortable, we comfortable.
Until you get to a different environment.
Yes.
And it changes your comfort level because you're exposed to new things.
Yes, but I think I hear people say, I'm in my comfort zone. I think you should be, and this is just my opinion, I think you should be your own comfort zone. Like, why are you enter into a room full of people and you allow those individuals to make you feel uncomfortable? They don't even know you.
Right.
So if you are already comfortable going in, that feeling and that positive energy and how you feel will affect the dynamics in the room. When you let strangers affect the dynamics of how you feel and make you feel uncomfortable, then you do that all your life. You give your power to situations instead of knowing that you control yourself. I know that. I know. Come on. Okay.
Yeah, no, man.
No, that went too deep.
You speaking it though. You speaking. Somebody got to hear.
Ready. You got 40 more minutes. Let's go.
Man, you cut that timer off.
I bet you better not reach over here. Reach over here, Cleveland.
Listen, Coco.
Yes.
So let me ask you this question. In today's world,
you get 5 questions. You can ask me anything.
No, I got a gang of questions.
I'm giving you the hot questions you can ask.
You got the hot questions?
Any hot questions you want to ask.
Okay, no. So in the dating world, because we see this, and in relationships, do you think relationships are still the same relationships that they once were, or would they ever be? And what I mean by that is you have people in relationships both cheating on each other. You have people in open relationships.
What does that mean?
I have no idea.
No, we're going to come back to that. Come on, go ahead.
You got people
I know what an open relationship
in
is.
open relationships, but then you have people that's in relationships and situationships and relationships where I know that he's out there doing what he's doing, but as long as I don't see it,
that's self-esteem.
and it's like people's level of acceptance is different.
Self-esteem.
Men and women. How do you
It's
take it? How do you take it at?
It's self-esteem. And I don't know what you think really inside your head. I just know I watch people and I have a very keen sense of discernment, right?
Okay.
Let me handle this 1 second. Keep talking. Yeah, this a cash app situation.
You got some money on the floor?
It's money on the floor, baby.
Shoot, make sure you send it to mine. At Lavish T Williams.
You are so cute.
Yeah, make sure you send me some of that money, man.
I'm gonna make you pay like I weigh. I got you to laugh twice, real hard.
Hey, I'm just saying, man, we having a good time, man.
So it's a lot of stuff is self-esteem.
Okay.
So some people don't think they worthy enough to be.
Dr. Sabrina, what's going on?
What's happening, sweetie? Me and Dr. Sabrina both need to do your show. Some people don't think they are deserving of a monogamous relationship.
Okay.
They don't think they're deserving of someone that loves them unconditionally. They don't think they're deserving of that. Or they've seen, that may be one element, or you've seen so much toxicity that that's normal to you. Like you grew up in an environment with chaos and your mama has situations and your father has situations. Or when I hear women say this is a thing for me. When I hear women say, you can't trust other women because all other women want to do is sleep with your man. Let me be real clear. Okay. And me and Dr. Sabrina have been friends forever. That's my sister. I ain't never had a man that she wanted or I had to worry about around her, and vice versa. So we do stuff because there's so much pain and ignorance and deception that's passed on from generation to generation, and it is a generational curse. And until we get help and we get healed from that, it becomes our story. Our parents' story now is our story because they gone. Our grandparents' story becomes our story because they gone. And sometimes we got to stop and say it. This is some bullshit.
Okay.
There are other ways to do things. And I need to unlearn this fallacy, but understand our grandparents didn't intentionally lie to us because they were lied to. They were deceived and taught things the wrong way and passed it on. So at some point we got to say, nope, it got to be another way. What are they doing over there? Or what are other groups of people doing to sustain themselves that I'm not doing? And that requires a real deep dive. And sometimes people ain't ready for that deep dive. So I got to see myself as valuable. I got to see myself as worthy. If I'm in a relationship with a man and I know he in a relationship with another woman or nowadays another person, and I allow this, what are my expectations? What am I looking for? What am I gonna get? And I can't be, I'm at home in the middle of the night holding my pillow and I keep texting him and calling him and he shoot by and bring me some chicken wings or a seafood boil and blow my back out and leave. What am I expecting? So what's the connection? I don't want that for myself. I want somebody that if I'm sick for real,
you know for a fact,
he
coming. He don't have to wait, reschedule. I can't leave the family right now.
Yeah, listen, COVID, a bad motherfucker.
All right.
COVID showed a lot of people the truth about the person that they were with. And still people stayed there. You know how many people, and these are conversations that I had privately with people. You know how many people had COVID and their partners had their phone while they was laying up in the hospital on a ventilator, and they had their phone and the things that they found in the phone, the pictures, the text messages and all that. So imagine you in love with this person and you think they being honest and you get their phone because they sick. and the stuff you find in the phone.
I know it could be devastating.
And some of the people still with them. Some of the people let the person heal and end the relationship, but some of the people still with them. You have to value yourself. So I don't know. I'm kind of weird because I ain't into all them. Never mind. Okay, huh?
Because you got so many, and I talk to men and women.
Okay.
All the time, often, and I get so many different opinions and thoughts on relationships.
So what do you think? What is the issue with? Okay. Not even like, what does dating? Okay, you a successful, handsome, brother.
Say the second part again.
That part.
The second one. What's the second thing you said?
Okay.
I was what?
I mean, you listen. I mean, you are listen. Like, if you committed and partnered with a woman, I could see you all being a power couple, right? But what does that look like for you?
I mean, for me, for me,
yeah.
And this is just me, and this is based off of life experience.
Okay.
It's kind of, I like to be private with my relationship.
Okay.
But then at the same time, I want the world to see that nothing can come between them two. And together, they like a force not to be reckoned with. We don't really know what they're doing, but they're doing something.
And they
growing.
Okay.
And whenever we see them, they on to something else.
Right.
Whereas they don't know your business,
right,
but they know something about them too. Got them like this, and they locked in to the point where even that creep woman or that creep guy, he knows within himself that their relationship is so strong based off of what I see. I can't even try to approach them because I can't even come correct. And that's an outsider knowing that based off of what they see.
Okay.
You know, that's for me. That's how I feel.
And listen, I totally agree. I totally agree. It's that we so in tune to each other. If I'm at an event with my man and I look at him from across the room and give him the look, he know. Like,
we already know the body language.
It's time to go. It's time to go. It's either one or two things. It's time to go, or please come over here so this person can get out my face.
Right. Absolutely.
But you gotta know the person that you with, and you gotta take time to get to know them.
Right.
And that's what's not happening. People aren't getting to know who they with.
People getting caught up on everything else.
Yes.
Except for knowing the person. I have so many different friends, male and female, that I personally know their color, their favorite color.
Okay.
If they're hungry, what they want to eat.
Okay, see,
if they want to go somewhere.
But see, okay, go ahead. I love this.
And
me and you ought to hook up.
I know that.
3 times. I got 3 good laughs. I was laughing.
Yeah, I know that. But then when I ask them about their mate,
they mate don't know none of that.
They mate don't know none of that.
Yeah.
And sometimes I have friends, a few of them, that have to call me to ask me, "Hey, what you think she want?" Because I know that she always on the phone. What you think I should get her?
But they're not friends. So if they're not friends, they're not communicating.
Correct.
And it got to be some conversation that has to be had where we communicate. So if I don't know, like, that you allergic to shellfish, because I'm allergic to shellfish, and if I'm dating you and I tell you I'm allergic to shellfish, and we go to the restaurant and you order firecracker shrimp for me, I might slap it off the table. Because
you didn't pay attention enough to know I'm allergic to this.
Yes.
So why would you order that?
So here we go. Here we go. You know more about a stranger. You could tell me about Jay-Z. You could tell me about an athlete or whatever. But a woman that you're interested in that just told you literally that if I'm around shellfish, and I could be around it, but it has to be ventilation and some air. Okay. But I can't eat it. I can't touch it. So you forgot that I said, I'm allergic to shellfish and I got to take Benadryl and I keep an EpiPen with me. So if it gets to the point where I'm like, I got a whole pen I got to stick myself with, not whoever I'm with, got to rush me to the hospital and all of that. If you don't remember that.
I wasn't that important to pay attention to.
And you trying to smash? you trying to put the gutter in the butter? Come on, man.
Right.
No. But you could tell me, so-and-so just got a such and such a ring. Plus, you too old to be following all of them trends anyway.
Hey, it's people out there that keep up with that, and that's what they do. That's where the excitement comes from.
But
outside, the out the house, the out the bedroom.
I know. But I want to think, and this is, I don't know, it's like with my friends and the people that are around me, and there are things that are important to me that's not going to be important to everybody.
Correct.
So I know, like, I got a girlfriend that's allergic to onions. So she ain't going to get onions. I got another friend that bordered between being a vegetarian or if it's a place that got a good hamburger. I know. Listen, I know what people eat on their pizza. I know stuff like that because at one point in my life, I was a people pleaser and I wanted everybody around me to be okay. Now I'm grown and it's like people really don't care. You don't pay attention. And it's little bitty things. Like if I'm out with a guy, please open my door. And if you don't open my door, you in the car and your car started and I'm still trying to get in. What women have you been around that you are not socially trained to protect the woman that you're around? That's a whole nother movie about the man being a protector.
I know women, and it goes to these current women. I've met women who I opened doors for, and they looked at me like something was wrong with me. Because they wasn't used to that. And the first thing was, what do you want from me? What are you trying to get? I've had different women that you would think
was
used to certain manly things. And it was like it almost pushed them away because they were used to the bull crap.
Yeah.
You know, that's what they been around for so long that when a halfway decent guy comes up and do manly stuff, it's like, nah, I already know what you want. You trying to get something out of me.
Women that say, yeah, I'm looking for a man to do da-da-da-da-da. And when you get it, you don't know what to do with it because we haven't been trained in what to do with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I cook, right? My brother's sitting over there, but I cook. Like for real. Like I make a vegan gumbo. I make a dressing with garbanzo beans and stuff like that that's vegan. But I cook like black-eyed peas, and I cook for real. And I'm clean. If you've been in my house, my kitchen clean, bathroom, all that stuff like that. But I dated a guy. My last guy I dated. It's been a few years, and he came to my house, and I had cooked. I had cooked for real. And I was like, well, he said, what are them collard greens that you said you cooked? I said, well, it's a whole meal. I had turkey and dressing, collard greens. I can't remember what else I had. And I said, well, while this heating up, let me make you some hot water cornbread. And he kind of looked. I made you can't really get people old hot water cornbread. So I made some fresh hot water cornbread, and I fixed him a plate, and I had the little dish for the greens and all that. And the first thing he said when I gave it to him was like, what you trying to do? Nothing.
I'm just being myself.
This
is what I'm used to.
This how I was raised. But it let me know the type of women
he been used to
that he had dealt with. And I'm not saying it was a bad thing, but it gave me a gauge that these are the kind of women you dealt with. And he went in and used my bathroom. He was like, wow, because in my bathroom, I got wipes for the hoo-ha, and then I got this, and because that's what you do.
Okay.
But it's a lot of people haven't had that experience. Doesn't make them a bad person. No, this has not been your story. This ain't been your experience. So in this wonderful city that we live in, as much traveling as I do, it's a group of amazing women, Lavish, that are single.
I noticed that. Now, why do you think they're single? Is it because they're so independent that it's an issue?
So listen.
Or is it because the guys aren't not stepping up? Why is that?
Oh, gosh. See, when you said the independent thing, is nobody, man or woman, wants to be uber independent all the time.
Correct.
Okay, so
I agree.
Even with you and your business and what you do, at the end of the day, when you get home and you sit down, as independent as you are, even all the stuff that you do, you don't want to be that independent where you just
feel like you don't need
anybody,
a mate, a partner. You want to have someone that you can actually
have a conversation
express
with.
yourself to, that'll listen to you.
Yes. And I think a lot of women of color have become successful in the workplace and successful with their business. And when we have to take all of that off and we have to sit back and relax, sometimes, you remember when you was a kid and you get ready to sit down, somebody snatched the chair from under you?
Yeah.
So you get ready to relax, and the person that you trying to relax with literally snatched the chair from under you or says something that hurts you so deep and so bad, you like, well, damn, I kind of liked you. I didn't expect you
to be how you are,
for this to come out. Or a lot of men, I hate to say this, are clout chasers.
And what do you mean by when you say they're clout chasers?
Listen. So I'm gonna tell you one of my stories real quick, because we got about I know, don't snatch. Listen, listen. You ain't the boss of me.
Listen, man, you already know what I'm about to say.
Listen.
Throw that phone.
Don't throw my phone. Don't throw my. Don't. So a lot of men are they not used to a woman that's assertive, that can handle herself. And as women, listen, as tough as I am, as gangster as I am, as much rah-rah as I talk.
Gangster?
At the end of the day, I would love to go home to a man and just sit back and he just hold me like this, like I'm a teddy bear, and just kiss me on my neck and talk to me, be like, okay, tell me what's going on. I would love that.
Right.
Because I'm chatty, and I gotta be with somebody that when they hold me, I could just totally deflate and feel like nothing that I say is this man gonna ever use against me to hurt me in an argument. Or if
now that's a big problem, because we see it in every argument. You go on social media, you got these posts. Yes. You arguing, they're out in public.
Yes.
Men and women. Yeah. So I think on both sides, they have their defense up so high that it's so hard to be relaxed when you with your mate.
It is.
Because I'm scared to really, if I open up to the person I want to open up to, do I have to worry about when that individual is mad?
Yes.
Sharing to the world some of my deepest intimate moments.
Yes.
And then you go from your mate to that best friend.
Yeah.
To that outside person, because it's like, I feel safer with this outside person knowing more about my personal, private, my most intimate thoughts, my deepest feelings, versus my own mate, when your mate should know everything.
Yeah, but they don't.
They don't.
Yo, listen, it's people mate don't know that they got a whole nother cell phone. let's do that.
And it's right in front of them.
But they know the one in front of them. I mean the other one.
Okay, the other one, the secret cell phone.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
As my boy Mailman say, the one that's in the trunk of the car, in the spare tire. Huh? They don't. I'm serious.
Yeah, I know it.
So they don't know. So it's kind of scary. It's like, okay, my very best friend is someone that I was in a long-term relationship with.
Okay.
Right? And we talk about everything. But I know no matter what, and I say this with so much confidence, that he will never betray my trust unless it was a life or death situation. like it was something drastic, and I'm in the operating room, and they say, well, has she ever did so and so? We need to know so we can do surgery. And be like, yeah, she did such and such. They be like, okay, we could get her. But other than that, he not gonna tell.
It's not going nowhere.
And it's the same thing with him. I would never disclose any of the things that he and I have discussed personally. But I'm like that. I got so much stuff that people have told me. I'm like, okay, you did what? Okay, woo. Sometimes I had to go home, and I'm for real. I get in my bed with the lights off. I'm on my cover. I ain't trying to be descriptive. I'm laying in my bed naked. Because I'm trying to detox from all the stuff that people have told me. My girlfriends and all that. I be like, I don't need to know that you slept with so-and-so and they had a 3-inch killer. I didn't need to know that. And she sips her water. I need to know that. I need to some stuff. Listen, and it's all gonna be in my book, but of course I'm not gonna use the names. I would never use.
You're gonna have to change up the names, couple of situations.
The situation. Let me tell you something. It's so much stuff I done seen, and I'm thankful that there were really no social media and stuff in the beginning stages of my comedy career or my radio career. Cause baby, let me tell you something. Mm-hmm. Smack it up, flip it, rub it down. Oh no! It's so. People talk about, do you know where the body's buried? I know where the cemetery is. What is you saying? But I got to take it to my grave.
You got to take it to your grave.
I got to walk it out. I got to take it.
So let me ask you this. So
yes,
you got. I won't even say it low.
I just want to go on. You know what, Lavish?
You got a lot of freak in you.
No, not no more.
Not no more?
So retired. Listen, can I just tell you what I want to do? I just want a real, I got some friends. I got about 4 or 5 friends. Right?
All right.
Okay, y'all. And I know y'all like she ping-ponging everywhere, but I got about 4 or 5 friends. And all we want to do is go on a real date. And listen, you ain't coming to my house. Let me just be clear. Now you know, you my people. You can know where I live and everything. Cause you got that talking ass friend that talk too much that told you where I live anyway, with his old country suit wearing ass, standing there taking a picture like he a unemployed porn star with a slippery ass suit on looking like it was wet. Huh? I know that's your man. I'm gonna bake his ass. Huh? So anyway, where were we at? Yeah. So I got a group of friends
that haven't been on a real date.
Let me tell you something. Can we talk?
No, we got to talk. Keep it 100.
Okay, so listen. Me and some of my girlfriends, and I didn't even know we was doing this because we did it. Usually we'll talk and we'll have a conversation like, girl, I'm finna go do so-and-so, or I'm going to Mexico, I'm going to do so-and-so. Because we had a conversation because, you know, I'm on a few group chats.
All right.
We had put ads on different dating sites, right? And we got together and the drinks kicked in. And it all came out. Let me tell you something. I'm not going to say the dating pool got pee in it, but I'm going to say they need to put some chlorine in the water. Because I had guys from here, right? From the Detroit metro area.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff they sent me, I wanted to say, you do know who I am, right? One guy said, the real woman I love is dead. So I'm just really looking for a woman that's a freak and that'll let me have her way. Let me have my way with her.
That direct.
That was the text that he sent me. That was it, flat out. That was the text. Then one guy sent me a picture. And he had a piercing in his cheek, right? But it wasn't a small piercing. He had a whole cubic zirconium in his cheek. Like, then he had on some trippy glasses, and he was standing in front of a mirror, and I think his nipple was pierced or something. It was way out of the freakometer. It was okay. Wait, did I unplug my headphone? Okay, there we go. Here we go. It was
out of the freak. What you call it?
The freakometer.
The freakometer.
The freakometer. It was beyond
the
anything.
freakometer. Okay.
It was beyond my freakometer. I couldn't. I couldn't do nothing with it. So we just want. Can I take you to dinner? And me tell me, see, women want women to, they want a cat to take them somewhere and spend all their money on it. But Lavish, listen. Listen, and trust me, if I want to go to dinner to a nice restaurant, I ain't no problem doing that. I'll get one of my friends, my brother, somebody. We'll go eat. But sometimes I want the company of a man.
Right.
I just want to I want to smell his cologne. I want to see that he put effort into what he's doing and all of that stuff, right? And here's the thing. Okay, so you say, first of all, you present yourself as a baller. I got plenty of money. I live out so and so and so and so. This is what I'm driving. Okay, so this your advertisement for who you are. So when a woman say, okay, we can meet, go to dinner. Yeah, these women be wanting them to take somewhere nice. But you just posted pictures with you and your mans and them at the most popular drinking spots, one of the spots in the city, and you were talking about you drink 1738 and what's that stuff, a nay-ho, a I ain't a hoe, whatever they drinking, them a hoe.
Yeah.
So you drinking $20 shots, and it's 10 of your mans, and you buying shots. So that's $200.
Right, you living it up.
But when I say go to dinner, now, all these women be trying to get the man's money. Sir, listen to me. If you can't eat with a fork, say so. I don't understand why you think I'm supposed to go to bed with you, and I don't even know you. I used to tell cats, meet me at Belle Isle. Belle Isle used to be my spot. Where? At the fountain. Meet me at the fountain at Belle Isle. What time? 6 o'clock, because it's real crowded.
Okay.
And I sit there and have a conversation. I'll be like, okay. They be like, yeah, we should. No, I'm going to get in my truck, and I'm going to pull off so damn fast. When I pull off, I got to make sure I don't drive in the water. You've wasted my time. You done pulled up OC, you over cologned. You got on way too much cologne. You got all the vices. You got a stack of lottery tickets. You smell like too much cologne. You doing too much. And then you pull up to me, tell me, yeah, you know what? I'm just saying, Sir, I'm not going to sleep with you. Because first of all, you done told me 22 things that you got wrong with you. I'm good. I just want to get to know you. We can't eat? Okay, well, let's meet at such and such and have a couple drinks. Oh, yeah, that's one of my spots. That's my spot. I ain't never seen your punk ass there.
But that's his spot.
Yeah, I ain't never seen you there.
He overly trying too hard.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man.
Oh, listen, I'm just gonna. I think, and when I say this, I don't know, and I don't want to. I'm not gonna sound racist.
Okay.
But if I met somebody who ate stuffing and I eat dressing, I might date them. If they on the other side of the color chart.
So right now, it's not really about the race. It's simply about what's making you happy.
Yeah.
At this point for you, it's what's making me happy.
Yes. If they eat quail and I eat Cornish hen, I'm just saying. If they eat spinach and I eat collard greens, that's all I'm saying. They got green bean casserole and I got macaroni and cheese. I'm just saying. If you see me with Chad, don't be tripping.
Don't be tripping. Y'all had y'all chances, but y'all blew them. You screwed up.
Well, listen,
you ain't come correct.
I'm not
you
gonna
ain't
keep,
come correct.
How many times you got circled the block? How many times you hit the block?
Right.
How many times
like,
I'm supposed to hit the block?
I see the same thing.
How many times is a woman, for real?
All right.
How much time as a, and I don't say you are a man, but as a man, how much time do you think? Do you have any sisters?
No, only child.
Okay, so if you had a sister, how much time would you tell your sister to spend on a cat, getting to know him and all of that?
Truthfully, for me, you pretty much gonna know what's up with that guy in the first couple weeks.
Y'all hear that?
In the first couple weeks.
Did you hear it?
And I mean, I ain't trying to,
right here on the Coco and Lavish show, you heard
you heard that? The Coco and Lavish show is, hey, I working. It's working in on her. You heard
I
that?
like the way it sounds. CO is cold and love. Cola on the Coco and Lavish show. I'm just,
Yeah,
go
it's
ahead.
coming together, y'all. Yeah, root for Coco. We need her back up in here. But so the thing about it is, you got guys and they got different intentions, right? Because you can meet a guy, and I'm not speaking against guys because I'm a guy, so I'm not gonna break the code. But I'm speaking on what's real.
Tell the women what's real, please. Go ahead, and I'm gonna be quiet for real.
Okay, me being a guy, if I'm really interested in you, I'm not hounding you like I'm a pest, but I'm giving you enough attention to know, hey, I'm trying to kick it with you.
Okay.
What you doing? When are you free? If I'm talking to you on a Friday and you telling me, yeah, I'm off work on Wednesdays, I'm taking heed to that.
Okay.
And seeing, could you and would you be available Wednesday, your next off day? And maybe, I don't want to take up all your time, but if we can go out, get some ice cream, go on a date, go on a walk. I'm being persistent.
Okay.
I'm not calling you up on the 1st of the month, talk to you all day on the 1st, and then I double back, hit you up on the 6th. Like, hey, what's up? Like, it's all good. And then I'm talking like, yeah, I want to hook up. Let's let's get together and go out. She said okay, and then I'm like, yeah, I won't call you. Let me call you back. Then I don't hear from. She don't hear from me until the 11th. You ain't really serious at that point, because me being a guy, listen, I ain't got time to let nobody else slide up into them gaps. Okay. Cause somebody else sliding up into them gaps, they occupying that time. Cause they serious. Hey, what's up? You free tomorrow? What time you get off work? Matter of fact, I'm really feeling you, and I know you at work. Let me bring you something to eat.
Ooh, now listen. Now
let me bring you something to eat.
Listen, let me say this. Ooh, can I talk? Because I don't want to interrupt you.
No, go ahead, talk, Coco.
Okay, so listen. That right there,
yeah,
showing up and showing up to bring her lunch. Is she comfortable with you bringing her lunch, or is she in a big office building and she'd come down to the desk and you and her, you working, and you drop her off some lunch, maybe a flower and a bottle of water? Man, listen to me. That's points.
That's it.
And I'm gonna tell you what else. And me every time, no. If you say, listen, okay, we don't know each other that well, and maybe you don't want me to know where you work, but what's your cash app? What's your cash app or your Zelle? Let me send you a couple dollars for lunch. That right there, because maybe she don't want you to know where she work, but you say, okay, well, let me send you $20 for lunch. Or whatever you say that you comfortable with sending her for lunch. And she's like, oh, that is, or dig this, peep this game. You could DoorDash her some lunch. You know what I'm saying?
It's ways.
It's ways to get to the point where you're trying to get to the point.
Right, because she's going to see that.
Absolutely.
Now you got that guy that's calling every 5 days, every 3 days. Like, yeah, I ain't really thinking about
like,
him.
Who? What's your name?
Right. But this dude over here, girl.
Yeah.
You know what he did? He brought me some lunch. He DoorDashed me some food.
Girl, what he bring you?
Man,
don't
you
worry
ain't gonna
about
believe
it. Yeah. Oh, you didn't.
I can't believe
with
that.
That smile on your face, you did. Ladies and gentlemen, we right here with Lavish T. Lavish Towing. Y'all heard it right here.
Yeah.
Y'all hear it, ladies. Fellas, listen, y'all. Everybody, Lavish, my guy. I've been knowing Lavish. Fellas, take notes.
Listen.
It's finna get cold, fellas. We gonna need our snow shovel. We gonna need some
rock
salt.
That's right.
We gonna need some groceries. We need groceries all
And
the
it's
time.
that guy that's waiting to get over there to shovel that snow.
Or send his mans in them because they got a landscaping
Don't
business.
worry about it. I don't want to send somebody over there to take care of that.
Baby, I'll tongue kiss you. I swear for peaches, I'm throwing tongue straight down your throat when I see you. I'm sorry.
And it's people that's out there. When they really feeling that person, they going at it like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They going at it.
But see, I know he recently passed, but I know your pops was major in your life.
Yeah, my grandfather, that guy right there. Oh man,
he taught you a lot of stuff, though.
Definitely.
He taught you a lot of stuff because you can't worry about losing a couple dollars if it's gonna get you to where you're trying to get. No, and I'm saying that to say if you buy a woman lunch or you DoorDash her some lunch or whatever the case may be, and you may not hear from her again, now you know what kind of woman she is.
Correct.
And if you spend $20, $25, you ain't got to spend $250 to spend more time with her to figure out that she don't get that. So I'm just saying, all I'm saying is what I'm saying. I'm just saying, okay, you got about 7 more minutes. Come on.
Man, Coco, I ain't trying to hear none of that stuff you talking. I ain't trying to hear none of that stuff you talking for real.
You ain't the boss.
Listen, we over here, man, Coco and Lavish, man. This is what we trying to do over here.
Coco,
yeah, that's what we trying to do. Coco, she on some other stuff with her little electronic mobile device that she got over here in her hand. So listen, we gonna move on to something else, man.
Okay.
City of Detroit right now. We got a lot of stuff going on in the city, and when I say a lot of stuff going on in the city, we got a lot of redevelopments going on downtown.
Yes.
We got a lot of people coming into the city.
We do.
However, I feel, and I want to ask you about this, I don't see enough redevelopments going on in the neighborhoods.
Not at all.
You know, what's your take on that?
I think I apologize because I was trying to redirect some money, and because folks be on some stuff. I think the city is the central parts of the city, like the parts where the tourists go and all that stuff like that, gets a lot of attention. The part of the city where the people are, where ain't no lights,
right?
Ain't no street lights, where is always something going on. It's like a wasteland. It's ignored, and it's not just here, but it's in major cities. Like let me get comfortable. I'm out and about a lot, and what I see that's so disturbing is some of the areas where it's people catching buses. I saw over on the and I'm just saying the east side because that's where I was. I was on the east side, near Shane in that area. And I saw a woman getting off the bus, and it was dark outside. And she got off the bus, and she had to walk a little distance because, the street, it was a few abandoned houses. So I'm like, it ain't a lot of lights out here. It's a lot of stuff going on. And it was a part of me, and I said, I know I can't pull up and ask this woman, do she need a ride? Because that's all bad.
Correct.
But it's parts of the city that is a wasteland. It's parts of the city where there are 5, 6, 7, 10 abandoned houses on the block. What happened? How did it get to this point? And why do our babies have to get up in the morning and walk past 4 or 5 abandoned houses? Why do our babies have to deal with stray dogs, rodents, stray people, all of those things? It's like it's pockets of the city all over, north, south, east, west, southwest, and it's like it's a wasteland, and it's so, and everything is based on money. Let's just be honest. It's
everything's based on money. Who
who
got the biggest bank get the best treatment. Yes. I also see how people done bought out neighborhoods.
Yeah.
Pushed people away. Some of those neighborhoods are still abandoned.
Yeah.
And then you have other neighborhoods where our people, and when I say our people, I'm not using race, I'm saying the real Detroiters.
The people, yeah.
They can't afford to stay in these areas no more. They pushed the ones out, and the ones that stayed, they're indirectly pushing them out, surrounding them with new redevelopments, raising everything up. And what else I noticed is that the city, I don't know if you noticed, but they're going around constantly writing tickets for blight, zoning, code enforcement, things that, and I won't say that they never been on a book, they just never was enforced in over 40 years. So now they're enforcing everything, and a lot of the people, my Detroiters, they can't afford it. They barely hold on to what they got. With taxes, they can't keep up with the taxes because even on the payment plan, it's really to keep you just moving for the next year because the interest is so high on there. So that's like an indirect way. We're going to get them out of here slowly.
Where are our people going? Where are we to go? Because we don't have grocery stores within a lot of communities. You know, and people say, "Oh, well, they just built." Yes, they built an amazing supermarket over on East Jefferson off of 75. But once you get into the community, where are the other grocery stores?
Right.
Where do our senior citizens have to go? And you got pretty good products in the store, and you feel safe, and you could go, and it's like, okay, that you don't have to travel 900 miles and all of those things. If you got a neighborhood and it don't have no grocery stores.
Because I grew up with neighborhood grocery stores.
Yeah.
That was what I knew. Go to the market.
Yeah.
Go to the grocery store. They knew who you are. You got big chains. You're just another item. You're just another person.
Yeah.
You don't have those neighborhood stores. You got the big chains coming in.
And then even with the big chains not going everywhere. So you don't have, so you got public transportation that's hit or miss. You got a situation you don't have no grocery stores. A lot of the schools in the communities are closed down, abandoned, and all that stuff.
Charter schools are taking over.
And what happened, they changed the zoning. So when I grew up, you had to go to school in the area where you lived.
Correct.
I mean, most of the time, walking distance.
Right.
If you caught the bus, you was on the bus 7, 10, 15 minutes at the most. Now, there are whole areas, like in Highland Park, it ain't even a high school in Highland Park. They tore that down, and it's so crazy the way they tore it down. They literally tore it down. They just say, hey, y'all, listen, we know we got all kind of medical records and grades and trophies and stuff up here. They tore it down gladiator style. They just came through, tore it down, and we started posting on Facebook and calling people like, hey, you know they tearing the high school down there. It's like, when? Now. So when our classmates and some of the classmates went up there and got the trophies and washed them off or whatever, they just say, hey, this is what we doing. So it's like a system that's flawed for if you got money. And then the system is also flawed to make you think that if I got money, I can only go here. If I don't have money, this is what's going on. So then you got banks that's coming in saying, if your credit score is this, and if you, so one bank just recently said, if this is your credit score, you can buy a house and we could get you situated in a house, but you have to live in a brown or black neighborhood. There's another group of millionaires, people of color, that said, if this is your credit score, but we only catering to brown and black people. So the one source is saying you can only move to a brown and black community. The other one is saying you have to be a brown or black person. So I'm with it because in honesty and in truth, I've never technically purchased a home.
Okay.
I've had home settings, and home situations, but I've never, with my name on it, purchased a home. And that's a whole nother situation because now we talk about your credit score and finance and money and business and stuff. Now people have to unlearn what they were taught and learn this particular way of doing stuff. And people say, well, I'm going to flip a house. Well, everybody don't want to flip a house, but I do want to live in a nice home. And then there's people that's paying $1,000 a month in rent, but you need somebody you could trust that'll take you from being a home renter
to a homeowner.
Yeah.
Yeah, to a homeowner.
Yeah,
okay.
That's another show.
That's another show. Listen, so we're going to wrap this up because if she say,
you it's gonna be
yeah, she say one more thing.
Y'all see the finger that he giving me?
She say one more thing.
Do y'all see that finger? Y'all see that church finger?
Y'all see that finger?
That finger work. It don't work well. It could work well. Never mind. I got 5 left.
This girl crazy right here, man.
So if you're a grown man, and you trying to date, I got some really nice friends, but lavish something. I ain't gonna even talk. Me and me talking about, I was gonna try to talk to you, Coco, but you gonna tell. Who I'ma tell? Your boys know you a simp.
Dang.
And I don't mean simp in that way.
Okay.
You listen.
Let's hear it.
You got a group of friends that you hang out with that's your bootlaces. You know how they get out. But it's always that one cat that show up that's always short or off or whatever. and he flexed the hardest And you be like, hey, man, be cool. No, because y'all know who this is? This Lavish. Huh. You know you got one of them because I didn't seen them.
We all got one in
And
every
your
group.
other cats be looking like, hey, man, be cool. Like,
Man,
this
chill
Lavish, man. Huh. Y'all see the tow truck parked outside?
You be like, dog, just calm down.
That's
man.
a simp to me.
Calm down. Chill out.
He's a clown. He's a full-fledged, red nose, floppy shoe. He a
You
clown.
taking away from my coolness with
Being
all
ignorant.
that other stuff you got going on over there, man. Relax. Chill
And
out,
you want to
homeboy.
be like, who man's is this? Oh yeah, man. Hey, yeah, man. Hey, listen, man, what you drinking? Hey, give me a 1899 on him. This my man.
You just be like,
And you don't want to call him out, so I'm gonna call him out. Cause women had that same friend. She show up loud, talking loud, dressed like all of that, like Medea niece. That's a whole nother show. We gonna do that later on. I don't know why Lavish think he gonna get me back up in here.
listen, man, I'm working on this, man. We got to do the Lavish and Coco and Lavish. She don't know that. But it's coming. We coming back. She don't know it. That's right. She coming back. This ain't about to be no one hitter quitter.
Well, I got a few of them in my book. We gonna talk about that. We gonna come our next show. We might talk about body counts and why there ain't no shame in the body count. If a woman been having sex since she was 18 and she's 60, she got some bodies under her belt. The thing is, was she recently tested for HIV? And this is my public service announcement before we leave. And I'm sorry to cut you off.
Let's hear it.
Go get tested because it is a spike in STI, sexually transmitted infections, in women that are over the age of 40 years old. In women that are a little older, we figure because we done went through menopause and don't have a period, our only worry is getting pregnant. No, ma'am. It's bacterial vaginosis, it's chlamydia, it is HIV, and know your status. If you finna sleep with a person, and when I say person, I mean polyamorous, because everything is everything now. If you finna sleep with somebody and you ask them when was the last time you was tested, or where your condoms or your dental dam, or where's your protection, and they get to them, what you talking about? Ain't nothing wrong with me. Run. Pack your coochie and run. Okay? Or fellas, pack your mans.
And get up out of there.
And get to stepping.
Now, what you know about a dental dam?
What?
Yeah.
You don't know about my other life?
No, I don't know about that other life.
In my other life, I do this. I do talk about domestic violence, sexual assault, and protective ways, safer ways to have sex. So a dental dam, for the people that don't know, is a piece of like cellophane, and it goes over the vagina, covering the clitoris. So when you perform oral sex, it is a form of separation and safety, protectiveness between the person that's performing oral sex and the person receiving oral sex. In the event you get ready to experience an intimate encounter and you don't have a dental dam, you can use saran wrap. But it could be any wrap similar to saran wrap, but it can't be the microwave kind, because microwave is porous and it has little breathable holes in it. So you can use that as well.
Have you used one?
What, a dental dam?
Yeah.
I've had a guy use one on me, absolutely.
Just one time?
Yeah, because you know.
You ain't like that.
No. I'm not going to say I didn't like it.
Okay.
I'm not going to say I didn't like it. I didn't like him. Huh?
Did he finish what he
tried,
planned?
but he was like.
So you
You
just
know
like
how goldfish be blowing bubbles in the thing?
he just blow. You like, listen, homeboy, just get up from.
I'm like,
just
get up.
Just get up from down
Yeah,
there, man.
yeah.
You ain't.
And he was like, "We're gonna use this." I'm like, "Okay." And I think when he said, because I used to have a big shoebox full of all kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
And I gave it out, but I had like the little vibrator you could put on for the man, and it vibrated, whatever. But I think he thought the dental dam had another purpose, and I didn't want to stop him and embarrass him. But after he started doing what he was doing and the way he was doing, and he had his socks on. I don't like nobody to have sex with me with their socks on, because it made me think something happened. Like, I'm finna get raided. You not gonna sex me with your socks on. No.
So he gets
Take your socks off, sir.
Take the socks.
You sliding where you going. I don't like that.
Take the socks off. Okay.
And then if you take your socks off and it sounds like you opening the bag of potato chips, just go home. Your feet stinking nasty. Bye. See you later.
Listen, so if you, because you know nowadays, and I'm just curious, like, what do you do to protect yourself? Like, if, you know, women they like toss salads.
Well, okay. Well, this is my subject right here. Come on in.
Yeah,
Listen,
like how do
you
you
open the door? I'm in the hallway. Listen.
Yeah, what's up? I mean, you know, they into that. I'm not. Don't do it.
Okay. Well, let me say this.
We'll put that out there. I don't.
I'm gonna put this out there.
Toss salad. Do you like toss salads?
Hell no.
Okay.
You put your finger. Listen. Okay, I'm gonna tell you 2 stories real quick. We gotta go. I gotta do a read around for a movie. So listen, here's the story. Dig, peep game. It's a lot of men that like that. They're not telling the truth about it. It is a huge population of men that are getting pegged. And if you don't know what pegging means, is that the woman penetrates your anus with some type of device or her finger, and she usually has a condom on it.
No, I was really like talking about the guy going in the woman. I don't know nothing about no pegging.
Well, I'm telling you, listen. Stand down, sir. Just relax.
Pegging.
It's called pegging.
Pegging. Okay.
Pegging, yes. And it's like a peg, and it penetrates the man's anus. And you got to understand that the prostate, once you go into the anus, the prostate is right there. So anything that involves the anus is prolonging the ejaculation if it is a healthy man and he don't have no problems with his prostate. If I got to peg you, I'm going home because I'm not finna strap nothing on, put nothing on my finger. We're not finna play that game.
I agree.
That's number 1. Number 2, don't put your mouth near my booty. You could listen. You could kiss me on the cheek, like "Mwah, the fat baby." Yeah, the fat baby. You kiss me on the cheek. I had a guy that tried, and I kept telling him, I said, "Don't do that." And I knew he was known for that. You probably know him, but I knew if I can't give none of his, I can't give his nickname because you gonna know who he is. But he ride around the city, real top flight. You know, he always got a new whip and the hottest glasses and the yays and the ooh, I can't say nothing else. But baby, listen.
Let me hear it.
Baby, he like Russian dressing and everything when he eat a salad. So let me get to the moral of the story, man. Then we gone. So listen, I kept telling him I didn't want to do that. And he said, well, okay, it was cool. I'm just going to do this. So he started, and I was in a kind of awkward position. But as soon as I felt it, I didn't like the way it felt. It was too slippery, and it just felt like somebody had put some dish detergent down there. I was like, you got to go. He was like, you don't like that, your little fat, freaky ass. Don't like that. And I really did, but I didn't, but I don't like it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Lavish, take us out here.
We're going to continue this on another show, man.
We're not going to continue. Our next show will be about church service and all that stuff and faith and all of that stuff like that. I'm finna go. I love y'all.
Hey, we out of here, man. Lavish and Coco. Coco and Lavish. Go ahead and say it.
Y'all have a nice day. Y'all can follow me on Instagram, Coco the Comic. Follow me on Twitter under Coco the Comic. And on Facebook, I'm Ginger Hudson. LinkedIn, I'm Ingrid Walton. Don't worry about that. Listen,
come on, how many different names you got?
Don't worry about you. The feds.
I'm just saying, Ingrid. What?
Hey, man. Hey, don't be saying that too loud. I'm trying to get unemployment. So listen.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and get that. We need it.
No, so listen. Y'all follow me. Y'all know where to find me. Support me and all that stuff. I love y'all. Keep supporting Lavish and all the stuff he's doing. It's finna get cold. Y'all gonna need them vehicles towed. And he knows somebody that pick up, if you got a vehicle and you got the title to it, you could get you $400-500 on them vehicles you got. But you gotta have the title. The VIN numbers gotta match. Don't be trying to hook my man up and get involved.
VIN numbers gotta match.
Yes.
Yep. Coco, you got any upcoming shows?
We'll talk about that next time.
Okay.
Well, no, it's a show on the 28th, September the 28th, for the people that's national and international that's watching the show. It's at the Detroit House of Comedy, hosted by my girl T-Barb, and my man Tim Finkel gonna be on the show. Yeah, so thank y'all, and I'm finna go.
She about to go. Make sure y'all like, follow, and subscribe. Lavish T. Williams on all social media platforms and streaming sites. Lavish T. Williams. And we out of here. I thank Coco for being here today. And we're going to see her again. She don't know she's coming back.
5, 4, 3,
2.